Welcome to Solo Dev Stack. So in this series, I am going to be teaching you how to deploy your first smart contracts on the Supra blockchain. So if you haven't watched my previous video, do well to watch it because it entails all the prerequisites needed to deploy a smart contract, which includes running your CLI on your Docker image. If our Docker image is not running, we can't actually interact with the Supra CLI. So you have to watch my previous video in order to see the procedures on how to pull this Docker image and how to run it. So as you can see, my Docker image is already running. So this is the previous directory we created in the last video. So now I can just WSL to tell my machine I am writing the Linux command because I am on the Windows machine. We can ls and see the config file. So there's a file that is missing here, and the name of the file is configs. So if this file is not available, we cannot run the next command. So after running this command, you can ls again, and from now we can see this config file. So when we see this config file now, we can go further to create our move package. So before then, we have to create a directory in this config. So we'll just cd config, cd configs. So this configs file is actually mounted in the Supra configs file. So when we cd into it, we make a new directory into it. In the documentation, it's actually recommended that we create our move workspace in the configs file because it helps our build cycle. You can go further in the documentation to read about it. So now we can see our directory has been created. So from now we can actually create our move package. So now we have to initialize our move package. So using this command, so we can see a folder has been created, example contract has been created, just a boiler, and then most importantly it entails this move.toml. so the move.toml entails all the dependencies that is going to be used across our program. So according to the documentation, we can actually save our addresses here, so we don't actually have to hard code our address in all the functions we are going to write in our program. So writing our example address here is going to give us access to this address in our code. I'm going to use the public key of my previous created Supra account. So now I can go into the sources folder and create my first example smart contracts, or my first example module, example dot move. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to be using the module that is already available in the documentation. It's actually a basic smart contract that transfers token to two wallet address, the first wallet address and the second wallet address. So it's a public function that has 4 parameters. First, it has it takes our address. Second, it takes the amount we want to send to each of these wallets. So we can see the function in here. There's a view function here that actually views the balance of our wallet address after the transaction. So from now we can compile this code. So just compile the code. So wait for the compilation process. So it's compiling. So the result is successful. It has been created. So now we can see a build file here that entails the bits of our code. So our code has been compiled into bits now. So from now we can actually deploy our first smart contract on the Supra blockchain. So okay, it's asking for our password now. It's asking for the password we used in creating our account in the first video. So now it's asking to proceed with the amount of gas needed. So now we can proceed with 100 quants. So our transaction has started to be processed. So you can see current status pending. So yeah, our smart contract has been created and deployed. So if you like this video, do well to subscribe and like the video. I am going to be dropping all the needed documentation down the description.